estudiantes, con suerte podemos convencer que nos diga cómo ocurrió este fenómeno.
What do you say?
I said, with luck, you will tell us how this incredible condition occurred.
Oh, yeah, sure thing. I'll be glad to let you know. But let's get this over with first. I can tell you later, huh?
Nos reencuentro todo. Después.
What?
Well, they insist, in the interest of medical science, that you tell us now.
Yeah. Okay. I might as well start at the beginning. My name is Dobbs, Fred C. Dobbs. I own and operate a fishing charter boat out of Boca Negra, Chile. Let me get in there. Oh! I'm very ticklish.
Help! Help! Help, Carlotta!
Well, not all my charters ended up that way. Well, anyhow, there I was, 2 weeks short of 40. Made my last installment payment on my 50-foot twin diesel beauty, and I was having a ball. But things weren't always that good. Last year, things were lousy.
Morning, dear. Hi, Pop.
Morning, Daddy, dear.
Nancy! Here it is, the little old moneymaker, granite life and casualty, firm as a rock, and just as friendly. But it was my home away from home. 5 days a week, 9 to 5 every week, 50 weeks a year. And each day of each week, my office, an office I called it. My office got smaller and smaller and smaller, and all because of pressure. I hated the phone, but I had to make my daily calls, even though people I called were never in. And when they did return my calls, they weren't in. And oh yes, my secretary. Did I have a secretary? A 99 and 44 100% pure winner. She had to have studied with the Baltimore Colts. And no matter how hard I prayed each day, she still showed up. How can I explain how frustrated she made me? I know. Did you ever try putting an oyster in a parking meter? At last, fresh air. Well, that's the way it was, Monday through Friday, as well as Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Same old routine every day. But at least Saturday was worse.
Hey, knock it off. We're trying to sleep here. Every time you come, you knock over the kid with a bike.
You ding-a-ling dummy, you. Oh, you would you?
Here, Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Here, Sam.
Pete, that silly old sink is stopped up again.
Lousy stopped-up sink.
I was just gonna do that.
Well, it looks like they're bringing in a pinch hitter for Weiscarver. With bases loaded and 2 out, and the Pelicans trailing by 3 runs, it better be their big gun. And it is. They're bringing in Harlebrew, and if anyone can do it, Big Jim can. He stands up to the plate. Swanson rubs the ball, and he's ready. He's on the mound, gets the signal from Tackaberry, and here's the pitch. By far the longest ball I've ever seen in all my years in baseball. So that makes it a 4-3 ball game, thanks to Big Jim Harlebrew and for the most exciting Grand Slam homer of all time. Tune in again tomorrow for another exciting edition of the fun show, Date Your Ex-Wife.
Nancy! If you...
24.
You got the remote.
We're only playing.
Pete, do you mind if I take the children to the market with me?
No, as a matter of fact, they could use some air.
Fine.
Sure. Take them out.
Okay.
Take them right with you, dear. See you later. Sell them.
Can't you do your chores first and then play old man in the sea?
But, honey, you don't
Oh,
understand.
never mind. Just bring in the groceries.
Well, don't you want to help me pull... All right. Good boy.
Jennifer, Jimmy, get off of that bed and straighten it up. Here, dear.
Oh, thank you, honey. You know I hate going tonight?
You're not alone.
Well, let's not. I hate Larry Heath.
Larry Heath hates you worse, and he came to our barbecue party.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Where's the babysitter?
I'll be right down, dear.
Hardtack. Put your shoes on. Pete, hurry up.
In a minute.
We're only going to be gone until midnight.
Uh-huh.
Can we watch a Western tonight? We don't want any old Westerns. Yes, we do. They're not.
You'll watch what I
The
watch.
first in a series of major motion pictures.
I left the phone number and address right here just in case.
Well, I'll call you if anything happens, just in case.
Teenage
Hi,
rabbi,
Mrs. Hardtack.
sex
Good night,
and
Jennifer.
and
Good night, Jimmy.
Good
Good night, Jane.
By no means least.
Good. Don't forget to bring us home some...
Would you please cool it?
All brought to you by Dr. Liston Credit Dentist. Fill now, pay later. And now for our film, They Dare Not Love. Starring George Brent and Roddy McDowell. Presented by Ron Mangiacavallo, Lincoln Mercury. Furthermore, Helen, we have to be adults about this, no matter how hard it becomes.
I know that, Jeff. But each day seems to bring more and more hardship. Just how much can a mother bear?
Oh, no, there you go.
Oh, Mrs.
Only
Hardtack.
thinking of yourself
That's
and
nice.
your feelings.
Did
What
everything
about
go
me?
all right?
Haven't I nerve
Right.
ends that are affected
The children
by
go to
this
bed early?
constant traumatic
Uh-huh.
outbursts?
Of course you have feelings.
Well, good night.
Man is still
Right.
a man.
Well, I hope so.
Oh, don't be trite, Jeff. It really isn't becoming.
I don't mean to be trite, but I do mean to stop you from the constant ever-repeating, how much can a mother bear?
Well, why does that upset you so? Do I have a right to have a mother's feelings?
Well, sure you do, but wait until we have a kid first.
Well, if you're going to pick on every little thing...
Hey, I didn't see the finish yet.
It's getting very late, Mrs. Hardtack. It's probably the same old finish. Boy gets girl. It was probably the butler that was the murderer, too. Here you are.
There wasn't any murder.
Well, wait till next week. Nice seeing you. Bye-bye.
Forgive me, senor, but you handled that very poorly.
I did.
See?
I would have reversed the procedure. Let her pay the babysitter, lock the door, forget about the club soda, and...
And get into bed first.
Exactamente.
That's exactamente what I did.
And?
And?
Help us to overcome life's pitfalls, unpredictabilities, and be more likely candidates for your gifts.
We're home, Mrs. Hardtack.
Oh,
Everything go all right?
right.
The children go to bed early.
Uh-huh.
Good night.
Night.
It's late, Mrs. Hardtack.
I'm late. He's an awfully nice clergyman.
Oh, isn't he, though?
Yeah, he gives the sweetest good night prayer. Always puts me to sleep. Oh, thank you. Say, that was awfully good candy tonight.
Oh, I'm so glad you liked it.
Yes.
We'll see you next Saturday.
Fine, anytime.
Bye.
I hadn't had it, boys.
Oh, a misfortune, senor. A veritable misfortune.
Well, if you think Saturdays were bad, let me tell you about Sundays.
Is that you, dear?
Morning, Mom. Oh, darling.
All right.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning. Sam, down.
Hello, baby.
Down, sit.
Morning,
All right.
Daddy.
Good morning, sweetheart. Here, Sam. Sam, down. Yeah, good, Sam. Wait, Sam, lean over. Could you roll? Sam, most of your weight is on most of my stuff. Sam,
That's the way it goes.
No, don't. This. Yeah. Jennifer, pull.
Jennifer, dear, I want you to practice the scales.
Yes, Mommy.
That's very good, Jimmy. Here, dear.
Nancy Ingersoll, you're a homemaker extraordinaire. Perfect wife, perfect mother, very attractive, cheerful, understanding, and very, very practical. Very. You balance our checkbook every month. You never dent the car fenders. You buy 2 for $25 instead of 1 for $13. $114.93 to Granite Life and Casualty every month. How do you do it?
It's in the budget.
$150,000 worth. And if anything were to happen to me, you and the children would be well provided for.
Well, you can't very well argue with that. You're in the business yourself.
You can't very well argue with anything you do. You're the top wife of all time.
May the top wife of all time say something.
Speak.
Are you planning to go fishing again?
Huh?
Are you planning to go fishing again?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Well, let's get one thing straight. You're the boss. You're the breadwinner, you're the head of the family, and your decision is final.
Now I'm really in trouble.
I hate to point out the following hard facts to you.
Skip the side dishes and get to the meat.
These Sunday fishing excursions of yours are costing us, $8 a mackerel. Oh, after they've been filleted and shrink from cooking, they assay in at $1.85 an ounce. That's roughly the price of silver.
Yeah, but the kids love it, and it's good for them.
They hate it. Don't you, kids?
Yes, Mother.
They hate it.
Would you like to know how much it cost to take them last Sunday?
No, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Well, it was $5 for you on the half-day boat. $2.50 apiece for the kids. $1.75 to rent a pole for Jimmy. How much did it cost to replace the dead bait?
$35?
Well, you're not under oath, but would you like to try for 50?
Yeah, 50.
That means it was more, but we'll settle for 50. I just can't understand how you let Jennifer toss up her breakfast in the live bait tank. I mean, the whole Pacific Ocean was only 3 feet away.
I was busy removing a hook from Jimmy's thumb.
$7.50 for the tetanus shot. That's $69.25.
I know, honey, but it's good for me. Look how healthy I am.
That reminds me, speaking of healthy, you have your doctor's appointment tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Oh.
This testing jazz again. You know this makes 4 times?
I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think it was necessary. All right, Susie. Get your clothes on, come in the office.
Oh.
Pete, the heart is a muscle. It has valves that open and close to let in the blood. It's very similar to your car engine that has valves. Open, close, open, close, open, close. You have an arterial coronary malfunction. Look, I've checked, rechecked, and...
And what?
Pete, that's the way these things happen. One minute you're fine, and the next...
Well, isn't there something you can do? I mean, nobody knows as much about doctor stuff as you do. I mean, what about the heart transplant? Isn't that very popular now?
Pete, you don't get a heart transplant from the Spiegel catalog. Maybe later.
Later?
Maybe. What you need right now is complete bed rest, an intensive care center.
How long?
I really can't tell. Not yet.
Well, Scott, can't you tell me, how long do I have to live?
Come, sit down. Just sit down.
Well, like I asked you, how long?
Months.
Months?
Susie, bring in a couple of Librium and a glass of water, please. Oh, I hate being a doctor right now.
I'd be very happy to swap with you right now.
Those are for me. Cancel all the appointments for the rest of the day.
Mrs. Godfrey?
All appointments. You're a lousy friend, pulling something like this on me. So where are you going?
Going home. To break the tragic news to my wife about the terrible thing I'm doing to my doctor. I'm sure glad you made me take out that insurance policy. You and the kids will never be a public charge. With $150,000, that'll see both kids through college. And their friends.
Jokes, Pete. Jokes now.
I'm sorry. Where are they going?
To sleep over next door.
Here, honey.
I'll cut expenses all around. Sell the house. Get an apartment. Probably get a job. How about you?
How about me? I just told you how about me.
How are we going to spend the time?
Oh. The time I have left. Well, you know those one-a-day brand vitamin tablets? Don't buy the economy size. And you, might as well cancel my subscription to the Book of the Month Club. I'm gonna have to learn to read short stories.
Do you know what you're doing to me and the children?
Well, I meant no harm, dear. It's just that I've never died before. What was your question? Oh, yeah. What am I gonna do? Oh, I don't know. Probably go down to the office and clean up things there.
The office? Who cares about the office? What has the office ever done for you except overwork you? Pete? The following words are not the mouthings of an hysterical woman. Why don't you go fishing?
Go fishing? Did you say go fishing?
I don't mean the half-day boat out of Malibu Pier. I mean real fishing, like you've always wanted. The Caribbean, the Mediterranean. Well, sure, I'd love to have you here, especially these last few weeks together. I've been so selfish about you. I could kick myself for every time I've deprived you of fishing. Oh, Pete, please, get the best tackle. Fly first class, where the fishing's best, anywhere.
Oh, Granite Life and Casualty will really love that.
Take a leave of absence. Eat, fish, drink, and be merry.
That sounds marvelous, honey, but where am I going to get the money?
Where's your wallet?
Right here.
Granite Life and Casualty, that's where. Diners Club, Carte Blanche, Global Express. You can sign yourself onto any airlines. You can go into any hotel, any restaurant. You can buy out the best men's shops. You can charter a boat even and hire a crew.
You're serious?
Yeah.
You're really serious?
I'm really serious.
Okay, my administrative genius. What happens when the bills come in?
Pete, sit down. Pete, just sit down and relax. You feel all right, dear?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, you see, when the bills come back from overseas, it'll take at least 2 or 3 months.
Hold it, Nancy. They'll collect it from you. You're going to have 150,000 big ones.
No. No, because it'll look as if you deserted us. You were under great emotional stress. And your doctor can testify to that. You just weren't responsible for what you were doing.
Granite Life is not about to take this lying down.
Granite Life doesn't have much choice. They spend millions of dollars every year saying that they're the insurance company that's all heart. Now, are they going to persecute a bereaved widow with 2 small children just for a few $1,000s? Be a terrible public image. Besides, you're only charging it to Granite, and they owe you a lot.
I don't know, Nancy. I don't know.
But, Pete, what have you got to lose?
Well, she had me there.
See, darling, I'm all set. You have nothing to worry about.
Nancy, you think of everything. Take those? And this has always been here? Where have I been? In suburbia, that's where. But I'm not there now, and I plan to take full advantage of the tropic days, tropic nights, tropic water, and tropic prices. Carte blanche style.
why don't you try mouth-to-mouth resuscitation?
Jolly good idea.
I'm coming around now. I think a few more. Well, that last one was fun. Yeah, I'm fine now. Thank you. I'm really fine.
You sure you're all right?
Yes, I'm just fine. Thank you.
Fine.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Yes, I appreciate it. All your help.
Now, this was living, although the lifeguard wasn't bad. The guys on the half-day boat should see me now. It's exhausting for my condition, but I feel pretty good. I think I feel pretty good. Yeah, I feel okay. I think I feel okay.
Oh, you have rhythm most natural, senor.
Oh, thank you very much. You sure have rhythm yourself.
Well, should be. I'm dance teacher.
Oh, you're the dance teacher.
See?
Oh, I see.
They told me there was great fishing in Brazil, and coffee, and fishing, and Cesar Romero, and fishing.
We will be landing at Kingston, Jamaica in a matter of minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay in your seats until we have been cleared by the Jamaica immigrations. Thank you.
May I take your order, please?
Oh, yes. I'll start with the French turtle soup, then the Caribbean red snapper, Austrian boar garni, and a Pepsi.
You are on Global Express?
Yes.
Splendid. Heart attack?
Heartburn. Just plain heartburn. Chew on a couple of these and stay away from the rich food.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Doctor, for coming. I certainly appreciate it.
Glad to be of help.
Oh, Mr. Bradley, we can put the doctor's fee on my bill, can't we?
Of course, sir. Will there be anything else?
No, except in case of an emergency, you can put my funeral on carte blanche, right? It wasn't very funny. I meant it.
You gave up fishing and concentrated on dancing.
Not a chance. I heard there was a huge school of tuna boiling off of southern Portugal. Picturesque Portugal, by the sea. A beautiful country with marvelous, hard-working people who work primarily with fish. A very big fish export. And if you think fish smells, wait till you hear the rest of this story. It's a dilly. I took over the local pub. Drinks were on me and Global Express. Ooh.
Señor, your telephone, you call to Los Angeles, you why she no answer, señor.
Oh, okay. Fine, thank you. Thanks, she don't answer. Okay. Miss Fridas, do you really think I have natural rhythm? Now, just as a point of information, do you think Portuguese brandy is any stronger than ours?
I would assume it's about the same.
It can't be. Take my word for it.
Okay, Wiseacre. Get ready for a power pack contest of superhuman strength.
Let's get ready. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. You did it, right?
You ringer. Scotty!
Hello, Pete.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was... Come on, old buddy. I'll get you outside before you ignite. A couple of deep breaths will do you good.
No, Scotty, better than that. Let me just get some fresh air.
It's a good idea.
Fresh air.
You find it in your heart to forgive me?
Forgive you.
The chances for an electrocardiograph malfunction are 1 in a million.
And I'm the one, is that it?
Oh, Pete, I know you've been through hell, the anxiety and all, but I know you want the truth. The fact of the matter is that...
It is less time. You're trying to tell me I have less time.
I'm trying to tell you that your heart is perfect. It's fine. You're going to live to be a senior citizen. Isn't that great?
You quack! I should report you to the AMA. Why didn't you let me die? I've been living like I'm dying. I must have signed $40,000 or $50,000 worth of tabs on my credit card.
$40,000 or $50,000, Pete?
Or 80 or 90. Maybe 100 with tips. 100,000 bucks. Who's counting? Not me. You said I was dying. I wouldn't have to pay.
I wish I were dead.
Oh, I'll drink to that. 100,000 clams. And now you tell me I'm gonna live. Holy cow, who's gonna pay all these bills?
You are. For doing the most stupid, the most dishonest thing that I've ever heard of in my life.
Me? It's all your fault, pal of mine. Nancy would have never come up with this bright idea had it not been for your diagnosis.
There's only one decent thing left for you to do. Turn yourself in.
Decent thing? That's insane.
I'll be behind you all the way.
Oh, sure you will. A mile behind me.
Look, you do as I say and they'll understand.
Oh, come on, Scotty. $100,000 worth of high life, not granite life. No, they'll never understand. They've never acted kindly towards heists or robbers, no.
You weren't responsible for your actions.
Diners Club will serve me my last supper.
We'll hire a head shrinker to say that you were emotionally unbalanced.
And carte blanche will do nasty things to me in French.
We'll ask for a jury trial.
And Global Express, oh, they'll ship me post-paid to Alcatraz.
Now, they closed that already.
Yeah, look, after what I've done, they're gonna have a grand reopening. Oh, boy. What am I gonna do, Scotty?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a way. We both try real hard.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's try very hard.
Well, I had this glimmer of a notion. I don't know whether you're prepared to make this kind of sacrifice.
Well, try me. I mean, I'll do anything. I have no choice.
Well, Nancy and the kids are prepared for your death. Emotionally, spiritually, financially. No, it's too big a sacrifice.
Just say what you're gonna say. Let me make the decision. Get on with it.
Well, very simply, your problem would be over if you were to die.
You were right. It's too big a sacrifice.
And I don't mean die. Just make it seem so.
Seem so? How do we make die not dead?
Like this. You have your expected heart attack and die. I witness your death. And as your doctor, I sign your death certificate. The coffin is sealed and shipped home for internment. Nancy and the kids collect your life insurance. As for all your other debts,
they can't collect from a corpse.
Something like that.
Whose corpse are we talking about?
Well, certainly not yours.
Oh, then we're talking about murder? Look, Scotty, I'm an embezzler already. I don't need a promotion.
Look, every morgue has a percentage of unclaimed, unidentified bodies. I find one, claim it, identify it as you, ship it home.
What happens when Nancy opens the coffin? Shouldn't I be there?
Nancy will not, repeat, not open the coffin. I'll see to that. I'll prevail upon her to remember you as you were, alive.
Then I'll never be able to see my wife and kids?
Pete, when I spoke of sacrifice, that's what I meant.
I'll never see my wife and kids again.
Not never. In 7 years, you turn up again. The statute of limitations, 7 years.
7 years? Are you nuts?
Or 7 years in jail for grand larceny.
I'll take the limitations. 7 years. What about Nancy?
Oh, Nancy must know about this. If she finds out that you're alive, she'll drop everything and run to your side. She was always crazy about you.
Yeah, I gotta say that Bright was. Yeah. I always had a feeling for a drive in a car on a nice day, just leisurely enjoying the simple art of sightseeing. But this is one drive on a not too thrilling day that was sure to give me the willies seeing the sight I was about to see. I could think of at least a half a dozen places I'd rather be right now, most of which are a lot warmer.
Ahí está. Gracias.
Hey, Scotty, this one looks like it'll do. It's about the right size, huh? What do you think?
There's only one problem. It's a girl, huh? Can't you tell the difference?
Oh.
Come on.
Thank you. And on we went, determined and sure about what had to be done. Scott told me where to go, and I went. I was doing the driving, all right, but he was doing the steering. What we were looking for wasn't that easy to dig up. Sorry about that.
I think I have just what you're looking for. Oh, yes. Male, heart attack, 6 feet, 175 pounds. Yeah.
Too tall.
Let me handle this. That's the man, that's my patient, Mr. Peter Ingersoll, Van Nuys, California. How do I arrange for his release?
Oh, well, you'll have to talk to the prefect of police, the district medical officer, and the local undertaker. Now, if you come to my office, I'll give you the proper papers.
Which one would you like? Diners Club, Carte Blanche, or Global Express?
All your cars are muy good, senor.
Fine. Try Global Express. We'll give them a break. Right. Oh, thank you. Scotty, it's kind of spooky reading your own death certificate.
Yeah, well, never mind. Give me that. It's time for your heart attack. Make it good.
Oh, all right. Oh!
Lower, dummy.
Uh-huh. Ah! Oh! Oh, my heart! Oh, my heart! Oh, my heart! My heart! Ah! Oh, I can't. Hey! Oh, my heart! Oh, hey! Oh, it's really sad.
Help, please. Man's had a heart attack. I'm a doc. Help me get him to the car. I've got one outside. Here we go. Whoop. Easy, steady, woo.
Okay, it's all in order. You now have a passport to Israel.
I hope this works.
Don't worry about it. This guy looks great. Now, whatever you do, don't forget who you're supposed to be.
Yeah, I know. Fred C. Hobbs.
No, Dobbs. Not Hobbs, Dobbs. Fred C. Dobbs. Citizen of Australia, occupation sheep herder, rancher.
Yeah, okay. I got it. Hey, what about the body?
That's all taken care of. Be shipped out tomorrow.
Atenção, passageiros portadores de bilhetes, voo número 309, com destino a Roma.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, believe me, Pete, no one in Israel is going to question you wearing a hat.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's some money. I'll send you more from home.
Thank you. Well, let me have those matches.
Are you mad? You'll go up in flames.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Scotty, I know the risks that you've taken for me, and I appreciate it. I mean, with putting your professional career on the line and all.
Are you...
Attention, please. Passengers holding tickets on flight 309 to Rome, Tel Aviv, please proceed to customs clearance. Thank you.
Don't forget, we have a date right here, 7 years from tonight.
Okay.
Senor? Senor Dobbs.
Fred C. Dobbs, that's right.
Citizen of Australia.
Australia, right.
Your immunization record, por favor.
My what?
Your health certificate, senor.
Oh, I don't have one.
You have to have it, senor. You have to have a certificate to enter Portugal.
He was right. I had a medical certificate.
Where was it?
Attached to my old passport, which was now attached to my new coffin.
Passengers holding tickets on flight 309.
Silly, I must have lost it. No matter, I'm sure I can get me one in Tel Aviv, eh?
Impossible, senor. You may not board the aeroplane without it. The Minister of Health will provide you with a new certificate.
That means they would check the record, eh?
You better get a doctor to provide you with one, senor.
Doctor?
Si, senor.
A doctor?
Oh,
Gracias.
I say, good day. Is Dr. Carter registered, please?
Yes, senor.
Oh, I said, would you be good enough to ring his room?
Oh, Dr. Carter is out, senor.
Oh, very well, thank you. Then I'll come back, eh?
Perhaps, senor, you wish to speak with Mrs. Carter.
Mrs. Carter? No, I'm in reference to Dr. Scott Carter, C-A-R-T-E-R.
Exactly, senor. I speak well the English. Dr. Scott Carter is out, but Mrs. Carter is upstairs.
Mrs. Carter? Oh, his mother, Mrs. Carter, maybe?
No, no, senor. Mrs. Carter, muy bonita.
Oh, I say. That must be his nurse, Susie. I never pegged old Scotty to be a swinger, but I guess I was wrong. Well, I'll be right over here if you should get here.
Senor, there's Mrs. Carter now.
Mommy, look what Daddy Scott bought us.
Oh, that's marvelous.
This too.
Oh, isn't that great, Jimmy?
Hi.
Hello, dear.
That's so pretty.
Do you really like it?
Oh, I almost forgot. Will you?
You're just so thoughtful, Scott. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, just flowers.
Oh.
Pooned and harpooned. I should have leaped over and pried them apart and yelled, "Get your lips off my wife." There's a lot of things I should have done, like consulting another doctor when Scotty said I was dying. Like finding out how come Nancy went to Scotty instead of a gynecologist. And like asking myself what kind of a doctor prescribes fake corpses and phony passports and one-way tickets to Israel. And how come my wife Nancy had me carry $150,000 worth of life insurance? So I had to stand there watching my best friend making love to my best wife while she laughed at me through teeth I paid for. And I still hadn't gotten my shots for Israel.
Who wants to go to the Lisbon Zoo?
We do.
And see the elephants and the bears and all. Okay, the zoo it is.
Daddy Scott? Daddy Scott, are you going to take us to dinner?
Now, who said that?
I did.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I tell you what, after the zoo, after we've seen the elephants with their tusky poos and the big bears with their babykins, we'll all go and have a big din-din. And we'll grow big and strong if we eat our num-nums. Right? Okay, let's go.
Yeah. And we'll get big and strong if we eat all our num-nums. Oh, that's sickening.
You know what else is sickening?
No hablo inglés, señor.
Standing around in his creepy hotel lobby, a wanted man, a criminal, with no money, no future, worst of all, no past, wearing these hokey clothes, trying to breathe through a bush that had to come from the rump of an aardvark. Was it something I said? I couldn't believe it. But there it was. Now things began to make sense. A pretty sour pill to swallow. But with a doctor like him, his pills would have to be the worst. Now, what was I supposed to do? Nothing, but walk. And that's what I did. I walked and walked. I was advised overdoing was bad for someone with my condition. But since that advice came from that creep I laughingly refer to as a doctor, how bad could it be? I figured if I got real lucky, I'd get run over. But with the way things have been going, it would probably be a bike. Go ahead, everybody else has.
Come in. Come on in, senor. What can I do for you?
Dobbs is my name, Fred C. Dobbs. I was made aware of the fact that you were holding a friend of mine, Peter Ingersoll, and I just thought I'd stop by to see how he was doing.
He's fine. He's just beautiful. Would you like to see him?
Yes.
This way, please, senor.
Someone important?
It seems so. That's Colonel Durham.
Oh, was that R.K. Durham of South Carolina?
The same. You knew him?
I knew of him. No matter what brand of tobacco you'd smoke, he grew it, you see.
We are shipping the remains home to be placed in the family mausoleum with full military honors. And I consider this a great honor for our mortuary.
Oh, you should. That's marvelous.
After you.
Oh.
We have been very fortunate, senor. Your friend sails with Colonel Durham in the morning. Take your time and ring the bell when you are ready to leave.
Thank you.
What a way to go. A long boat trip, together yet. Just you and the little old colonel. Little did he know how close to integration he'd be. What a stroke of luck. A perfect revenge. We'll show that best friend quack and my fink wife.
I say, what room is Dr. Carter, please?
Room 316, senor. The house phone is right there.
Oh, splendid.
Hello?
Hello, could you connect me with 316, please? There's no answer.
No, senor.
Oh, thank you.
plain printing. If he ever gets his hands on my insurance money, he'll have these engraved.
Isn't there any privacy in this hotel? Can't you people be alone in a room without someone sticking their nose in?
Just get out. Get out.
Vamos!
¿Qué cosa? Si no vi el cartel, ¿qué quiere que le haga yo? No estaba el cartel puesto.
It's a terrible thing. Maids should just clean their room, but to walk inside when people are trying to find public or private, it's not, you can get, I would never check in here. Colonel Durham would be shipped to Van Nuys, California, Ingersoll to South Carolina, Chilean state with the Sons of the Confederacy.
You sent Ingersoll to South Carolina?
One problem remained. I had to get my vaccination and shots to get out of Portugal. But I had to find a doctor that would ask no questions.
Say, now you feel more better.
Now, that take care of the smallpox, typhoid, yellow fever, and distemper. That'd be $20. That's good. Gracias. All in order, Senor Dobbs. All in order, right?
You now go to Chile.
Yeah, I hear the fishing there is smashing.
But yesterday, you were going to Israel.
Oh, yes. So I was. Well, you know, the only fish you can catch in Israel is smoked salmon, you see. Thanks a lot. Bang on. Cheerio.
There I was, at the helm of my own boat, with a new charter party, steering straight for Marlin. Now then.
Forget about the Marlin, senor. What about your wife?
And Dr. Carter.
And the coffins.
Yes, and Colonel Durham.
Oh, well, through hometown newspapers and some shortwave broadcasts, I pieced together the events that were taking place back in the States. Parade rest. Cemetery of the Sons of the Confederacy. Everyone presumed Colonel R.K. Durham lay in state. And then the coffin was opened.
Men! I meant to ask you about that.
What happened?
Meanwhile, back in Van Nuys, California, at the Haven of Rest, there was no turnout for my funeral. The neighbors couldn't come because it was Saturday, and there was a barbecue at Larry Heath's again. Oh, Nancy was there. And good old Scotty. He came with the $385 funeral. Just as they were getting ready to do the ashes to ashes bit, the place was suddenly lousy with people.
Dr. Carter?
Hello?
Dr. Scott Carter?
Well?
Your card, Doctor? I'm Dr. Evanson, a county coroner. Just who is in that coffin, Doctor?
Well, the deceased was Mr. Ingersoll, Mr. Peter Ingersoll.
Oh, then you don't mind if we take a look, Doctor?
I most certainly do. Mr. Ingersoll was my patient. I witnessed the death, and I signed the death certificate myself.
Oh, I'm sure of that, Doctor. Here is a Portuguese death certificate in the name of Peter Ingersoll. This is your signature, Doctor?
Doctor, I resent...
Well, here's mine. A court order to open and/or exhume and/or examine and/or perform an autopsy thereof upon the deceased person of Mr. Peter Ingersoll and/or person or persons unknown.
Doctor, there isn't any need to...
Forgive me, Doctor. In a pig's eye, there isn't. Open it up, boys.
It's Richard. Oh.
Who the hell is that?
And I'm told even Colonel Durham smiled when he saw Scotty's face. But to continue.
As district attorney of this city, I demand to know what happened to Ingersoll.
When did you last see Colonel Durham alive?
Does the word malpractice mean anything to you?
Surely you don't expect us to pay you $150,000 without proof of your husband's death.
What happened to Ingersoll?
What about these Global Express charges?
And who pays carte blanche? And Diners Club?
How the CIA got into this, I don't know. But since we are, just how did you kill him?
Why did you choose a Negro to put in the Colonel's coffin?
And just what is your purpose for this die-in?
And were you aware that this Negro was chief of our African Bureau?
That's right. We've got to find out what happened to that Negro. That's
Quiet! Gentlemen, please. Gentlemen. What we want to know is what happened to Ingersoll?
Now fly, you big sweetheart!
And that's it. So you see, the reports of my death were grossly exaggerated. I'm really fine. With one small exception. I'm really fine. Just fine. I may not look like the healthiest human being that ever lived, but I'm fine. I mean, I don't...
Mr. Dobbs, the information you have given us is very important for us to know. But really, we must now hurry and do what must be done.
Yeah, okay, I understand. That we must do.
And I must tell you, in all honesty, there is no guarantee that you'll come out of this alive.
Well, if nothing else, you can tell everybody I died a happy man. A true fisherman, with a smile on my lips and a fish in my heart.